We're living in a world that's changing faster than ever. The air we breathe, the water we drink, even the storms we fear, it's all shifting. But have you ever wondered, what if the weather you experience today is a warning about the climate of tomorrow? Or what if small changes in our actions could stop the next extreme flood or wildfire before it even starts? Today, we're diving into one of the most urgent, life-changing topics of our time, the unbreakable link between weather, climate, and our future. Let's go. So here's the tea. Weather and climate are like that odd couple you see at brunch. Completely different vibes, but glued together for life. Weather is your moody, short-term fling. Sunny one minute, hurricane-level angry the next. Climate, though, is the long-term relationship. It's the patterns that stick around for decades, the one that shapes the vibe of entire regions. Think of it like this. One bad storm doesn't tell you much, but a consistent parade of them gives meteorologists the data they need to define the climate. For example, hurricanes frequenting the Caribbean aren't just a coincidence. They're part of its tropical identity. And when these patterns start getting weird, like stronger storms or heat waves popping up in unexpected places, it's a red flag that the climate is changing. And spoiler alert, we're the ones speeding it up. Now let's talk about greenhouse gases, the ultimate frenemies of life on Earth. They keep the planet cozy enough for us to exist, but when there's too much of them, they go full toxic. Picture this. The Earth's atmosphere is a blanket. Greenhouse gases like CO2, methane, and nitrous oxide trap heat under that blanket. But thanks to burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and all those industrial shenanigans, we've basically turned that blanket into a weighted one we didn't ask for. The result? Rising temperatures, messed up weather systems, and a water cycle that's throwing tantrums. Heavier rainfall here, bone-dry droughts there. It's like the planet's auditioning for the lead role in The Day After Tomorrow. The atmosphere, by the way, is the MVP of this drama. It's a multitasking genius, regulating the climate and moving heat and moisture around the globe. But here's the kicker. When greenhouse gases pile up, it throws the whole system out of whack. Cue heat waves, wild storms, and cold spells that make you rethink leaving the house. And let's not forget the oceans. They're like the secret bosses of weather and climate. They store heat, shuffle it around with currents like the Gulf Stream, and throw curveballs like El Niño and La Niña, which can flip global weather on its head. Rising ocean temperatures aren't just bad for marine life, they could also mess up these currents, making weather patterns even harder to predict. Speaking of warnings, the polar regions are screaming at us. These icy zones are warming faster than anywhere else, and melting ice doesn't just raise sea levels. It screws with the planet's natural cooling system. Less ice means less sunlight reflected back into space, which means, yep, even more warming. It's like a feedback loop from hell, and don't get me started on permafrost. It's thawing and releasing methane, basically farting a super potent greenhouse gas into the atmosphere. Thanks, permafrost. But here's the thing, this isn't a hopeless dystopia. We've got the tools to fight back. From satellites monitoring weather to supercomputers crunching climate data, meteorologists are like the detectives of the atmosphere, piecing together what's happening and what's coming next. Solutions exist: renewable energy, reforestation, and international agreements like the Paris Agreement. It's going to take teamwork on a global scale, but there's hope for a future that isn't a complete dumpster fire. I'll leave you to discuss in the comments, what's the scariest or weirdest weather event you've ever experienced, and how do you think it connects to climate change? Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and I'll catch you soon in another video.